Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Shadow Man. Now, last time we entered the Temple of Prophecy and started making our way through it in our quest to get our hands on the Gad Marcher. However, things didn't quite turn out as we expected and it took quite longer than we thought. So now we're going to hopefully get to our objective. Be one step closer to becoming the voodoo from voodoo demigod to voodoo god.
Got it.
Okay. I'm guessing I'm going to have to rotate this thing quite a few more times before we're done with this chamber here. For now, let's go across this beam. Go across this beam, Shadow Man, grab it. That female head statue is lowered. Now I have to rotate the pole twice more. And then go across it. I will spare you, of course, of this torment. And now for our reward. Dark Soul. Yes. Okay, now to rotate it 3 more times so that we can get across over there and leave this chamber, finally. I wish there was a way to skip that rotating animation. But what can you do? Another large chamber with plenty of female head statues, a couple of switches, a Govi, and 2 more ways to go. Oh boy. Apparently 4 switches. Let's push them all. Come on.
The sister's awake.
Yes. More of them will awake before I'm done here. Stop it. Stop it. I think I'm building my own death trap here. Luckily, unluckily for them actually, I'm too much man for them to handle. I cannot take it. Wonderful. Now, I think this leads back to that block I pushed earlier in the last video. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I'm going to hazard another guess and say that the red corridor has a similar problem. Only it's pushed by this side. And leads to the other side of the temple. Doesn't it? It looks like it. But first, I'm not done here. Not yet. I need to get my hands on that Dark Soul. But to do that, I have to go around. Climb up here.
Got it.
Can I jump? I don't think I can make it. It's quite far though. Okay. I fucked up. Damn it. Okay, let's give it another shot, shall we? Finally. Thank you for your patience, Mr. Dark Soul. You are now mine. Okay. Red corridor it is. And here we are. And another butthole door down there, which we cannot get to. We also cannot get this doorway because it's caged, as you can see. That cage can be rotated by pulling on that lever over there, but doing that will drop us right onto the coals, and we won't survive the drop.
The sisters awake.
Of course they are. Why wouldn't they? Just cannot leave me alone. Come on, ladies. It's not that hard. Just mind your own business. Then I will mind mine. Come on, faster. And more switches? Yes, of course there are. Now I think I'm confused. I don't remember which way I came in through. Well, I'll find out when the time comes, I guess. Shouldn't be that hard to figure out. Could it? Now guess what's going to happen after I get the Dark Soul. Did you guess that the sister's awake? Well, you did. You should not play Doom 3 because that game gets predictable after 15 minutes. I think this is a way forward, though. Yes, we haven't been through here. Man, this is taking a while. I don't remember this being this long. Alright, now this needs to be... This place needs some illumination. Because there's plenty of human skin barriers which need to be burned down in order to get to the cadeau within. Quite a few of them. Come on, sister, I'm gonna burn your ass. And or your tits. Yes, this is the way up. No need to go up, though. Places to burn. Things to collect. Although... Ah, and another secret. Tasty. Although, as opposed to modern gaming, collectibles in this game are perhaps numerous, but they do aid you, and you will need them to the end. I mean, the cadeau may seem a bit too much. I mean, how many are there? How many chunks, life chunks are there? There are 500 cadeau. Yes, but they're A, everywhere. B, they can serve as a way to, well, as a convenient way to show us the way, as players, about where we need to go, as waypoints, so to speak. And the more life we get, it makes our life easier for the final battle. because that thing is hard. Nothing back here. And finally, we made it. Now the question is there an extra kind of test before we get our hands on the god tattoo? Let's find out. A little leap of faith, I guess. Luckily I made it. I'm guessing there's nothing around these parts. Nope. But it never hurts to check. Finally, some sky. And here it is. Up there. A big phallus-like structure in a place literally weeping blood. Here, you make your own you can figure out yourself what that means. And voila! We're finally equipped with the Gad Marcher. The god has been inscribed on Michael's back, and we can walk on burning surfaces, but not dive into this burning liquid. Even though the game really wants you to attempt it, don't. It's not a good idea, and it will not end well. So as you can imagine, you can now explore this place freely and get every last bit of secrets, every last bit of secret from it. So let's get to it. Because we're going to be needing lots and lots of Dark Souls if we are to increase our shadow power. And suddenly, all the danger, all the peril that I felt, all the dread I felt before making any jump in this place is suddenly gone. This is how you empower a player. Make them go through hell, literally, and then give them this. Give them a power that nullifies all the threats. This will make them feel unstoppable. And it's a great reward after all the trouble we went through. Okay, let's go through the other door as well. Then I will be making the rounds of this place. Yeah, there's a Govy up there. Too high though. How do we lower that? Rather, can we lower that? Or should I jump up there? Wait a second. Yes, we do lower that. So far so good. Let's check out how many Dark Souls are still waiting for us here. 2. 2 more Dark Souls. Unfortunately I cannot do anything from this side, so I have to go back. Don't you love it when I forget things and I have to backtrack? Jeez. Makes this playthrough flow so smoothly. Alright, I think we all remember where one of the Dark Souls is. It's the one where I had to pull that lever to spin a cage, and I think it's this way. No, sister, I'm not going to play with you this time around. You'll have to play with yourself. Here we are. Ah, actually, the cage... Shit. Raises. It doesn't spin around. Like I remembered it did. But what can you do? This game is gigantic. You can remember every single thing. Have to wait until it goes way up, because that will give me more time to get to it before it drops down again. Now let's see. Can I make it in time? Well, if I hadn't fallen like an idiot, I would have. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, level 7. Level 7, oh yes. Yes indeed. Where does this door lead? We haven't gone through here. Ah, I see now. Does this have a cadeau? Yes, it does. So we can actually, now that I think about it, we can actually open up everything, literally everything in this place. With the level 7 shadow power, we can open that little that little coffin gate we found at the entrance to the Temple of Prophecy, which hides inside it the Marteau, if I remember correctly. And that, in turn, will allow us to activate all of the radar drums in this place, allowing us to activate all of these statues. So let's do it. I'm gonna make a 180 here. And burst this thing open.
I'm the Lord of Deadside. This should be useful.
Yes, here it is, the Marteau. This thing is really, really powerful. Not only does it throw 3 shockwaves around, which are also homing, it also can be utilized to hit these drums and open up these triple barred doorways. Although, as you can see, it uses up voodoo magic. It uses up more voodoo power than a gold digging horse chick. Shout out to redonkulous.com. Now look at this. This is a good way to test this thing. We're up and above these guys, so the fire bolts have enough space to maneuver and home in on our foes. Of course, you can understand that the Marteau's usefulness reduces when you're faced, well, with pretty much enclosed spaces, but you can't do anything about that, I guess. Now, before we move on, I want to check something out. See, I'm not sure if there's a dark soul in here. I'm guessing I will not. No, see, I changed my mind. Since I need the calabash in the first place to open up everything in this place, we'll be returning when we have that in hand and get the final dark soul that's missing. For now, we're going to return to the Paths of Shadow and open up one of the level 7 coffin gates. Yes, I'm coming you. Hold your horses. Do you know what that is? This thing, my friends,
This should be useful.
is nothing else than the third piece of L Eclipser, La Lame. We now have all three required, which means we can take this back to Nettie, and she will open up the way for us to become Shadow Man in the world of the living. But that will have to wait until next time. Till then, as always, thank you very much for watching. Do like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos, and I do hope to see you then. Till then, take care.